I'm so happy I got the whole set. We got like 300 books at home that I don't have to go to the library, and later Lola book club every week, and then we did it for like 2-3 years. We finished the red sets, we finished the yellow sets, and finished the green sets in like about the first year. And I think one different things about your Lola level sets and the others is like children have the autonomy to pick their favorite books. You don't have to go from book 1 to book 100. You know, there's no games using the book. I think I remember one of the books I like to do with my kids was color beans. So I take out all the beans and then we make craft using the beans. It was really fun.
You can be so successful because you follow your children's lead. You see what their interests are. And you create that environment for them to do activities and like they're highly involved.
Welcome to Lolo Talk. If this is your first time tuning in, or if someone who knows how much you care about your child's Chinese learning journey shared this episode with you, I just want to say we're so glad you're here. This space is made specially for parents around the world who are committed to help their children grow in Chinese, even across language and cultural boundaries. If you like to receive weekly insights from global families who are raising little Chinese bookworms, just click the link in the show notes to subscribe to our LeLe newsletters. We'll send stories, tips, tools, and encouragement straight to your inbox to help you support your child even if you don't speak Chinese yourself. This episode you're about to hear wasn't just recorded for you. It might also be exactly what another parent, a friend, or a confused family needs to hear right now. Please consider sharing it with someone who's on a similar journey. Because of one real story, one honest conversation about learning Chinese to change the direction of an entire family. Now let's begin today's story. Every episode is like a letter just for you, saying you're not alone. We're walking this path of raising Chinese readers together. Welcome to Lolo Talk, a podcast created for families around the world who are raising children to love and thrive in learning Chinese. I'm Irene. We invite parents and educators from diverse backgrounds to share their stories, struggles, and successes on the journey of raising bilingual readers. In today's episode, I'm thrilled to welcome Michelle, known to many as Cantonese Mommy, join us from New York. Michelle is raising 2 children to be independent readers in both Cantonese and Mandarin Chinese, all while living in an English-speaking environment. She'll be sharing why Cantonese is so deeply important for her and how she built a language-rich environment at home despite not living in a Cantonese-speaking community, and why she loves using the LeLe Chinese reading system. If you've ever wondered whether your child can truly learn to speak and read in Chinese outside of a native environment, this episode will give you both practical ideas and renewed hope. Now let's dive into today's inspiring conversation with Michelle here on LeLe Talk. Hello, Michelle.
大家好。
Yes.
大家好，我係 Cantonese Mommy.
Well, first of all, can you please introduce yourself to our audience for us, please?
I am Michelle. I live in New York City right now. I was born in Hong Kong, partially raised in Hong Kong, and then I went abroad to US to study. And now I married my husband, and he lives in New York. He's Cantonese American, and we have 2 children together. One is a boy, 9 years old, and the other right now is 4, is a girl. Both of them speak Cantonese and Mandarin and English fluently. And my older one can read traditional Chinese as well fluently at his grade level. So yeah, and I'm so happy that I am here with Irene because without her books, he wouldn't be this fluent.
Oh, really? Okay. That's great to know. So can you share your journey with LeLe? Like, when did you introduce, and how do you see the difference before and after?
I got to know Lola said, when my son was about 3 or 4 years old. And I also have, that's when I think I started Cantonese Mommy YouTube channel to read stories when he was about 2.5. And I did not know about all these learning level books at all. All I was doing was just like buying a lot of pictures book, and I was reading Cantonese and upload to YouTube for other Cantonese speaker to read stories and learn how to read the characters in Cantonese. And some of you may not know or may already know that Cantonese speaking people, we learn how to read Chinese by recognizing the character, and that's it. And we did not learn from pinyin or. Now I know a lot of Cantonese learning books have something called Yue Ping, Yue mean Cantonese, and Ping is kind of like pinyin. This is a new thing that's coming up for they call it like Cantonese literacy, because a lot of Cantonese word now the scholars have been like retrieving it and then writing in Cantonese way, and a lot of people know how to say it, but they don't necessarily know how the character looks like. So I think Yue Ping has this good thing to make people to get more used to reading in Cantonese way. But as we were growing up, even now in school in Hong Kong, we learned how to read all the Chinese character by just recognizing the word, the characters. And that's exactly how Lola Books is laid out. There's no English in it. There's no other Taiwanese Juyin or no pinyin. And it's just pure Chinese characters. It's just the way how I was learned growing up. So I have other sets of book, which is a lot of people may know is called Sage 500. But then that one has the English translation, and also have the Mandarin pinyin on top of the characters. So there's good things and bad things. If your children can already read English before learning how to read Chinese, they will kind of look at the top parts and try to sound it out like the English way, which is not how the words sound, because Mandarin or even Cantonese, it's a tonal language. So when you sound it out as the English pronunciation, it sounds weird. So a lot of families who are using that set of book, when their children already learn how to read English, they will have to cover all the English. So what's the point of having the translation if you end up have to covering them for your children to actually focus on the Chinese character? So that's why I pour my money, break my bank to buy the whole set of Lola, because it wasn't cheap on top of the shipping. I still went ahead, and after sudden COVID hits, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, take advantage of this stay-at-home time to just like read a lot of books with my kids. And I'm so happy I got the whole set. We got like 300 books at home that I don't have to go to the library. I don't have to pick up the package, from the mail. Remember how we were sanitizing the packages? I was so grateful that I already have it. And then later I went online and asked if any other children were reading it. And then I find a small group of children that wants to do a Zoom reading together. And then we have started this Lola book club every week. And then we did it for like 2-3 years. We finished the red sets, we finished the yellow sets, and finished the green sets in like about the first year. And then the second year and on, we may repeat like reading the books in the beginning of our meeting, and then the second half of the meeting, we will read other pictures book or more challenging book, and then use the Lola book to kind of review certain characters. So that's how I got, started introducing Lola to my older child. And then my second one was born, but when she was born, I was so busy with, changing diaper. But then my son already have covered the first 1,000 words. And then I did not need to help him to learn Chinese. He was just reading a lot of books on his own. And I only need to look over what is he reading and then just randomly point out, oh, can you read this to me? Oh, and just making sure that he knows the contents of the book. But majority, he just like doing this automatic mode and start reading on his own. So I'm so blessed that my journey of teaching Chinese has been smooth. Thank you for the sets of books and also maybe COVID.
Yeah, it's amazing actually. I think COVID, it was a disaster, but it actually saved many families on their Chinese learning journey because it got that chunk of time that we just don't have now.
And then you introduce the book at the right moment, actually, right before COVID, right? You start how this, you took over from the original authors, and then you ramp up the business and, save lives. And we took advantage of it.
It's good. Like you say, it's all about timing, but the difference is definitely you put in the effort. You know what I mean? Like you put in the effort to read with him, and then you have your own little community that everyone support each other to continuously learning, encouraging each other, because you got to know it's not easy, right? Like you on your own platform, you must have met so many families along the way, and you maybe lose a lot of friends in these past few years.
Let's take a quick pause and breathe for a few seconds. If you're listening to this episode of Lala Talk, think of another parent you know who are trying their best to support their child's Chinese learning journey. Please share this episode with them. It might be the one message or one moment of encouragement they need today. Many times it feels like we're doing this alone, but the truth is there are families just like yours around the world, showing up every day with love, stories, and patience to help their children connect with Chinese. Here at Lola, we believe language is more than a tool. It's connection, memory, and identity. If you love to receive weekly inspiration, practical tips, and reading resources, we'd love to invite you to join our free Lola newsletter, like a personal letter written just for you every week, to remind you you're not alone. You're doing enough, and we are here to help you keep going. Head over to lolachinese.co/subscribe or simply click the link in the show notes to join. And if you ever asked yourself, my child isn't learning Chinese, is it my fault? Please know, it's not because you are not enough. It's because this journey deserves better support, and Lola is here to work it with you. Plus, we've prepared a free gift just for you, a downloadable Lola sample book that you'll get once you subscribe. It's a simple, gentle way to create a joyful, connected Chinese learning space starting right now. Now let's return to today's inspiring conversation.
Yeah, so it was a blessing that our own group can last for so long, even after COVID. And we only breaking up almost just 2 years ago when our kids are older, and then they got more after school activities, because in our group they are some kids live in the West Coast, we live in the East Coast, some live in the middle. So it's really hard for us to kind of manage the same timing to work out for every children. And so right now my son is still in touch with maybe Squeaky Dumpling Baggies, and her son and my son. They're still FaceTiming each other every week or maybe every other week.
Mm-hmm.
And they speak. They continue talking to each other in Cantonese in different type of topic, which is good that they're still, continuing the friendship because of the Lala reading group. And then we still call our group Lala meetings.
Oh, Lala meetings.
Because we started reading Lala books, and then we continue calling them. And then my little one's like, "Oh, are you having Lala meeting with Enoch, Becky's sons?" And then they're like, "Yeah, we're having Lala meeting."
That's so fun. That's so cool to know. So yeah, it's such a great examples that I think everyone should start their own community, because sometimes it can get so hard just to do it by yourself. You get all these things happening in life. You just can't continue. You feel like you're really lonely and your kid doesn't learn as fast as others. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think one different things about your Lala level sets and the others is like the children have the autonomy to pick their favorite books, and you don't have to go from book one to book 100. There's no right order. It's not like, you must finish book 2 and then move up to book 3. It's not like that. So I remember during our meeting, we have some children who are not at that advanced. So in our meeting, they will read the red books. And then we have some older kids that will pick the green books to read. And then they can still feel like they belong to the same group. It's not like, because I think they have different topics as well. For example, my son, he likes animals. And he picked all the books in different colors, all about animals, and then he was just focused reading on those topics. And I remember there was one girl that she likes maybe cooking, and then there was another red book is about chao fan, like fried rice, right? That's chao fan. And then they were just reading books that they are interested in, because the topic is so wide, and a lot of children are able to find something that they like in the whole 300 books. So I think this is one of the things that I like about it compared to other level books that have no specific interest topic, and then it just make you go from book 1 to book 10.
Yeah, the thing is, I think this is a great point. I'm really happy that you see it, because sometimes when we think about learn a language, we feel like we need someone to give us instructions step by step, and from chapter 1 and then chapter 2. But the problem with children to learning is it really needs to be highly relevant to their daily lives. So with Lala's method, you can pick any topics that's highly relevant to that child's. Maybe this week it's raining whole week. Then you get to choose books about rain. Like you got so many books about rain, or like you said, in your winter it's very cold and it snows a lot. And then you can get to choose many books about snow. So it's highly relevant to the child. It's not like, okay, maybe you send them to a school and then they start to learn chapter 1, and chapter 1 maybe teach them something about cooking, but this child's never into cooking. So it's not relevant to that child, and that child's like, I'm not interested in learning Chinese, but that's not the fact. The fact is, what teacher taught was not relevant to the kid.
We're going to take a quick pause, but while we do, I want to ask you a small favor. If this episode has resonated with you, please share it with a parent you care about, because this conversation might be exactly what they need today, a moment of encouragement, hope, and a reminder that they're not alone, that they're doing a great job, and that their love and effort truly matter. Lala Talk is a space created for families around the world who are raising children in multilingual homes. Here, you'll hear stories from parents in many countries and cultures, all learning how to help their kids fall in love with the Chinese language. And you'll see the true progress doesn't come from talent. It comes from showing up every day with love and consistency. If your goal is to help your child speak, read, and feel connected to Chinese language and culture, even while living overseas, then we have something special for you. Visit lelachinese.co/subscribe to join our free newsletter. You'll get real parent stories, reading strategies, and fresh updates straight to your inbox each week. Just tap in the link in the show notes to subscribe now. The world is wide, but every family that commits to their heritage language is a bright light in the darkness. Let's keep lighting in the path for more families together. Now let's return to today's inspiring conversation.
That's what my daughter has been doing right now. She is reading the red set. I mean, I'll only take out the red for now because she's 4.
Yeah.
And I do not clean up 300 books at the same time. So, 100 is already a lot of cleanup. And then she was like, I'm going to read 100 of them. And then everything is on the ground. And I got I don't know, for my son, I lined them up really nicely and neatly. I separate the whole set into different categories. You know how the book has the category as the back, right?
Yeah.
So I went a little OCD. I have different colors for all the sets. So for example, 日常活动. So I label them all in red and pink, different color of the book. And then you see, I put a label there.
Wow, that's so cool. Yeah.
And then so when I pick them out, I know, this is about 关键字,
Mm-hmm.
So when the books are lined up so neatly in the bag, I can find out what I want immediately. But then my daughter makes them all up, and so and then she start peeling some stickers off. It just drive me crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Like you say, we were snowing in the winter, so I picked out all this snowy book for her, and then she would flip through them, and then she really liked it, and then Christmas,
Yeah, you see from your example, you have 2 children and they are very different, right?
Yes. The older one would just put the stuff back, and then the younger one is just a little,
I think it's fun. We need to start the trend because actually my 4th child, he's 2, but he's really loves to do the math. So we always have a pile of mixed color of Lula books. It's just all on the ground. So sometimes I just give up. So I just put everything together. Okay, back to the basket. That's all. That's good. Anyway, whatever.
It's now
every kid's so different.
Yes, I don't care about as long as that 100 red books are in the bin. The bag. And
yes.
It's all good. And I really appreciate the books coming with that handle bag. It just makes my life so much easier. As a busy parent, they can just stuff everything back. And yeah, it's great.
I love the idea that you color coded it. So if you can send me a photo of that later, then I can share with. I can share with other parents because I believe some parents will love the idea. So it's awesome.
See, these are the things that I was doing during COVID. When I have 24 hours at home, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna color coded all the Lala books, 300 of them.
Yeah, but it's still cool. It's a good idea.
And one thing that I did in the past, I bought, when, I don't know if you have disclosed to your public, but maybe this can be a little preview of what Lala is going, right?
Yeah.
Lala is gonna have a Cantonese reading pan. But
Yes.
before having the Cantonese reading pan, I was putting the recording label on each page.
Yeah.
And I was recording Cantonese on my own for my kids to read. So we got the Mandarin pen that he can point and read, and then for the reading stickers, and they can use another reading pen and then to read it. And also now, because I have already recorded the Cantonese version, but for my daughters, she likes to do things her own. So I let her record her own saying. So when we read one sentence, we will point and let her record her voice.
Her own saying, yes.
Her own saying. So she will read like 好大的書, and then she'll record it, and then she can compare.
That's her voice. Okay.
Does it sound like mom, or does it sound like other people, you know? And then she can.
It's actually a great practice. It's a great practice for children to build confidence, because on this journey, it's not just about learning. It's a big part of how they build their confidence in reading and reading aloud.
Yeah. So so the recording, I mean, I only did the read recording because like my son was learning way too fast. So I'm like, by the time I'm like finished recording both, the red books, he already like reading green books. I'm like, okay, I guess I don't need to spend those time.
But now you don't have to. We're working on the Cantonese version, but also we got another project. This I'll mention it here that I haven't mentioned any other places. We're working on our own recording stickers as well. So once our recording stickers released, other families, no matter they learn Mandarin or learn Cantonese, their children can be like your children to record their own voice, so they can build their confidence.
That's really, really good. Very good to hear. Yeah. So the other thing that I did with the books is other than the recording, is like I play a lot of games using the books, and like or arts and craft. Like I remember one of the books I like to do with my kids was the color beans.
颜色豆。
对，颜色豆。然后 I take out all the beans, and then we make like craft using the beans. It was really fun. And then or one of the book was about coloring. So like we would actually draw the same pictures, and then for the kids to color and learn the books, reading the book and making arts together. And then that was really fun too.
Yeah, I think how you can be so successful, because you follow your children's lead, right? Like you see what their interests are, and you create that environment for them to do activities, and like they are highly involved. It's not sometimes in a school settings, it's more educator instruct them to do certain things, but it seems like you are creating some beautiful moments with them by doing activities with them and reading with them, and those are all like beautiful moments you create together, and you have this result that everyone really wants, is they can read independently at the end.
Yeah. I think, lots of people ask me like, oh, how can I teach them both Cantonese and Mandarin fluently? And I think, one part, like I speak Mandarin, but may not be as, fluent, or some characters may have the Cantonese accent, or may not sound properly. And then the reading pens really help us to learn to pronounce Mandarin properly for Cantonese speaker like me. So at first I thought, I'm gonna just teach my kids Cantonese, And then, when all this reading pain came out, I'm like, oh, why not we try learning Mandarin at the same time? Because, we got these tools. And for me, my Chinese learning journey, I did not learn Mandarin until I was in my 20s. And I did not learn Mandarin from school. I had a Mandarin tutor to teach me Mandarin because I have to work with clients in China and in Taiwan. So so that time I'm like, oh, okay, I really have to learn it properly. And then I had a one-on-one tutor to do that. And I think it's very important to have a native speaker to teach you that language. And the reading pad really helped because we read the characters in Cantonese and then we can play that in Mandarin. And so my kids are used to knowing that each Chinese character can pronounce in the Cantonese way and also can pronounce in the Mandarin way. So, so my kids actually do not, they learn Mandarin by listening more than learning Zhuyin. Although my son did learn Zhuyin in his Mandarin Zoom class, but he really did not need.
He didn't rely on it.
No, not at all.
That's good. That's important.
Yeah,
because you see,
he learned how to use Zhuyin. He already learned lots of characters in Mandarin.
Yeah. He know, and then maybe he knows not to rely on it.
This conversation with Michelle, Cantonese Mommy, was just too powerful to fit into one episode. So we're bringing you part 2 next week on LeLe Talk. If you're a parent trying to raise bilingual kids in a non-Chinese environment, this series is for you. Michelle is walking this path with intention, grace, and amazing toolkit for real life wisdom. And she's not just doing it for her own kids, but sharing it with families around the world through her blog and YouTube. If you're ready to reimagine what bilingual parenting can look like, understand the why behind preserving heritage language like Cantonese, and learn how to use tools like LeLe to create an authentic reading life for your children, you won't want to miss part 2 of this incredible conversation coming soon on LeLe Talk. If this episode gave you inspiration, please hit the follow and subscribe button where you'll leave us a 5-star review. It truly helps more families to find this show. Share this episode with a parent or educator who's walking this bilingual journey. You never know, your share might be the spark that gives someone hope today. And before we go, just a reminder, you, right now, exactly as you are enough. You're doing something extraordinary, raising your child to hold on to their language, their roots, their identity. We see you, we honor you, and we're walking this road with you. See you in part 2 of our conversation with Michelle. Only on LeLe Talk. Are you feeling stuck? Like nothing is working? Does it feel like your child is always struggling with Chinese? You might be heading in the right direction. Just a few small shifts in approach can help a big difference. If you're on this journey, helping your child learn Chinese, and you've doubted your choices along the way, there's something important you need to hear. You are trying so hard, and you are already doing the most important thing, showing up, using love and language to connect your life and stories. This is why we created LeLe Talk, a podcast where we invite families around the world to share their honest experiences, the challenges they faced, the breakthroughs they never expected, and those quiet, beautiful moments that made it all worth it. If you're looking for more inspiration, tools, and support, join our free weekly newsletter. Once a week, we'll send you a message like a personal letter straight to your inbox, reminding you you are not alone. We are in this together. Subscribe at lellechinese.co/subscribe or click the link in the show notes to begin this journey of connection through reading and language. You don't have to be a Chinese teacher, you just have to be the parent who shows up to read one more page with your child every day.